peace to everybody. This is about inside the harsh lives of wolves living at the top of the world. And of course, here's one of the wolves that's by the bones of whatever it had caught or something. And of course, they never travel alone, they're always in packs while they're hunting. And of course, they take care of their young as well. Our writer spent 30 hours traveling with Arctic wolves and gained a new apprehension for these predators of the tundra. And so this writer, he or she spent 30 hours traveling with Arctic wolves, and that is a lot of traveling to do with wolves. In the blue light of an early Arctic morning, 7 wolves slid across a frozen pond, yipping and squealing and chasing a chunk of ice about the size of a hockey puck. Yeah, so the Arctic wolves, they were early in the morning. Arctic morning, of course, 7 wolves slid across a frozen pond. They were playing with a piece of ice. Like it's the size of a hockey puck, and of course the wolves were yipping and squealing and chasing a chunk of ice. But and wolves can be playful too, they can, but just beware of them because they can become dangerous as well. The pond was opalescent at that hour, a mirror of the universe, and the wolves also seemed otherworldly in their happiness. Back and forth across the pond they chased 4 pups scrambling after the puck, and 3 older wolves knocking them down, checking their little bodies into frozen grass at the shore. In my notebook, in letters made nearly illegible by my shivering, I wrote the word goofy. Yeah, so the pond was opalescent at that hour. Of course, wolves are also meat eaters as well. And of course, the wolves also seem otherworldly in their happiness. And of course, they go back and forth across the pond. They chase 4 pups, scrambling after the puck. And of course, the 3 older wolves knocking them down. So, they're putting them in check as well. Checking their little bodies into a frozen grass. And, wolves just loves to play, but you just got to be careful of them. The largest wolf, a yearling male, was a bully at 70 pounds or so. The smallest, the runt of that year's litter, was hardly bigger than a throw pillow. Her eyes lined in black. A pair of ravens sailed overhead, and apart from their jeering, there was no sound on the tundra but the voice of wolves and the click of claws on the ice. Eventually the puck skittered into the grass, and the largest pup chased it down and chomped it to pieces. So the largest wolf is called a yearling male, and it was a bully at 70 pounds or so. So, the biggest wolves, the biggest male wolf will be the bully of the pack. And of course, the smallest, the runt of that year's litter, was hardly bigger than a throw pillow. So, wolves are very mysterious animals, of course. Her eyes lined in black, and of course, a pair of ravens sailed overhead because, ravens, they will look for prey as well. And it's very unusual sometimes that the ravens will look for prey. They may have been dead already or not. There was no sound on the tundra but the voices of wolves and the click of claws, so that's all it was on the ice. The rest stood watching, heads cocked to the side, as though they were stunned by the rudeness of it. Then, one by one, the wolves turned and looked at me. So there, the rest stood watching, head cocked to the side, and I guess the writer that has also said that one by one the wolves turned and looked at me. So that's what happened. The wolves were looking at the writer, and of course here's the picture of the male wolf that is way ahead of the pack. So he's the leader, and of course he's also um the bully one, of course, because this one is called a yearling male, known to our film crew as Greymane. So that's what they call him, Greymane. He walks ahead of the pack of Arctic wolves, and of course search for prey, because in the Arctic the wolves have to do everything they can to find prey to keep themselves alive, and of course find prey for the young pups as well to keep them going too. Leave your comments below. I am out.